Hello friends, welcome to the next series of object-oriented programming. In your last session, we had seen about functions, function to prototype and function components. Today we have to learn about the user-defined data type. We have learned about the basic data type and derived data type. This session will talk about user-defined data type, that is structure. After this, you will be able to apply the principles of object-oriented programming through C++ and through structure. So, we have already seen about the user-defined data types. There are 4 types of user-defined data types like structure, union, class and enumeration. So, we will see the very first user-defined data type, that is structure. Now, before going for structure, all of you are well aware about the concept, that is array. So, what exactly is the problem in an array? Is that each element of the array must be of the same data type. Means an array can store all the elements which are of same data type. When I am taking integer a of 10, that is meaning that I am storing 10 elements all of integer data type. But suppose if I want to group the data of different types, not of same data type, then what can be a solution? C++ has provided a solution to this, that is structure. So, structure in C++ can be more visualized by this video. We will just watch through this video. The video is very keen in
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
Structures. Let us try to understand structures through this example. A boy named Anil was sitting in his room studying structures. He got angry and decided not to study. He then thinks about doing some shopping online, so he surfs the internet. While surfing, he comes across an e-store and then decides to shop from it. He went through different items available, namely camera, clothes, laptops, mobile phones, and decides to purchase them and finally made the total payment. Then a friend of Anil, Raj, came to visit him. Raj asked Anil how his day went. Anil told him about his experience with structures and how he got irritated with them, and then about the online shopping. Raj then told him that this online shopping can be explained as a part of structures. Anil asked him to explain everything in detail. Raj replied by saying that if we take the case of online shopping, then we can consider this e-store as a structure, where the various categories like cameras, clothes, laptop, mobile phones can be considered as the various data type members, and the make payment option can be considered as its function. Anil then requested Raj to explain how structures are declared. Raj replied by giving an example of structure, in which we consider a case of book and the various parts of the book like name, author, pages, etc. will be explained as according to the structure. The declaration starts with the keyword struct, followed by the structure name. Then, inside the structure comes the data type members, which are the character type name and author, the integer type pages. Also, there are the functions, that is, the void read function that you want to have in the structure, and then the structure ends. And finally, the object of the structure is created. This can be done in 2 ways. In the first way, we declare the object just when the structure ends. In the second way, we declare the object after the structure has ended. This was about the basics of structure.
Structure is actually collection of various variables of different data types under a single name. So for example, consider that a person can have a name, an age, gender and city. These are different variables which are having different data type. Name is of string, age can be of integer type, gender can be of character data type, city can be of string data type, but all are belonging under a single name, that is person. So either person can be a boy or the person can be a girl, but they can have different properties or different data type variables as name, age, gender and city. So these are the things which can have you. Similarly, there can be car, where car is having a model, a company, engine and seats. So this becomes a type of a structure which can be under a single name, car. So the steps to create a structure in C++, here you have to declare a structure first. Secondly, you have to declare the members of the structure and a structure variable, and finally access the structure elements or the members. So how to declare a structure? You have to use a struct keyword to declare a structure. As shown in the syntax, you have to write the struct, then the name of the structure, then the members of the structure and the semicolon after the structure completes. So you can see this example of a structure where I have written struct, which is considered as a keyword. After that, you have to write a structure name. Inside the structure, as in the inside the parenthesis, inside the curly braces, you have a semicolon at the end of the structure, which indicates that the structure declaration is over. And inside the structure declaration, you have these name, age, gender, city considered to be a structure members. Now after declaring a structure, the second step is to declare the structure variable. So structure variable is declared in two ways, as we are going to see. Note that the memory is not allocated to the structure at the time of its declaration, but memory is allocated when we declare a structure variable. So when you declare a structure, at that time a memory is not allocated, but when you declare structure variable, at that time the memory is allocated. We will know how to declare the structure variable. So as discussed, there are two ways. First approach, after a structure gets ended, after its declaration, inside the main function you can have the structure variable declaration. As you can see that see the pointer where person is there, person p1 comma p2. So this is known as a declaration. P1 is said to be a structure variable, P2 is also said to be a structure variable, whereas person is a structure. So this is the first approach after declaration of a structure. Before the declaration of structure gets completed, that is before the semicolon after the curly braces of the structure, you can also declare the structure variable, where you don't have to write the name of the structure. At the end, I'll just declare P1 and P2. So this is a second way to declare a structure variable. After the first step, which declare a structure, then declaring structure variable, the third step is to access the element, that is name, age, gender and city of a structure. So how to access these members? To access the members of the structure, you have to use the dot operator. This is known as an access operator, which is used to access structure members using structure variable. For example, if you want to access name, you have P1 and P2 as a two structure member variables. So you can use either P1 or P2. So when I am writing P1 dot name is equal to Kenjan, that means I am giving the first person the name as Kenjan using P1 dot name, that is a structure variable. Or I can, if I want the name to be taken from the user, I can write it as C1 P1 dot name. Similarly, P1 dot gender, P1 dot age. So this is a program how we write to assign the data members of a structure variable and display it. You write hash include IOStream using namespace std, declare the structure which name, age, gender, three different data types, and then inside the main I am declaring that person P1. We are taking the values of the name, age and gender from the user, but here just focus that when I am writing C in name, I have to write, just don't write name, because name is not a variable which is of main function, but it is a variable of a structure. That is why to access it I need a structure variable p1. So p1 dot name, p1 dot age, p1 dot gender for the input also, and for displaying also the same thing I have been following. So this is how you are making the use of a structure variable. I hope you have understood, and after this you can see if I enter the name as ABC 13 and F, it will show me name is ABC, age is 13, gender is F. So today we have seen about this user defined data type structure. Thank you for wonderful watching. Watch the next video for union and difference between union and structure. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.